What's going on, everybody? Today's video, I wanted to go talk a little bit more about Piett. My last, I think now 3 videos will be about him, but like this guy's just so much fun to play around with, man, and I love this guy. We've gone over him with being him within the Trooper faction, the whole Imperial Troopers, but now we're going to go off a little bit and use him under Vader and how we can kind of counter this new, not really new, but the GL Ray pretty much. It's the center team, and actually we have the center one I think we're going to show, and some more, I think it's triple tanks, and just some more tanks, because usually what throws off that whole Vader team is just some more tanks in general. More tanks with Ray is a lot harder to kill in my opinion than I guess some would say the bros. But maybe that's kind of dependent on whoever you, and like whatever you have built up and all that sort of stuff. But to do this, I want to show a few videos, and what else, and who else rather, is a better person to have show this than the good old Blade Baka himself. So I got Blade's videos. He let me share some of these ones. These videos are pretty dang cool. We are going to be using a Piett one, but look at this. We got, what is that right there? We got Sun Fac. Sun Fac has some very, very interesting uses here within this whole team, and I want to go into a little bit, but let's just go and show this one right off the bat. So here we go. We got this this first one. This quality is butt cheeks, but look at this. We're gonna keep going on this little path here. So we got Sun Fac here. This is the team that we're going to show for today. This is versus, like I said, a triple tank comp. This is with that Vader being there. You got to have Vader because he's going to be doing the whole one-shotting of all those guys. But we're using Piett leadership, and with a Piett leadership, if you did not know what it gives, well, you get a lot more offense and potency, which is exactly what Vader wants. And you actually lower, I think, the potency on the enemy light side characters and also their speed by 15 speed. So we just got a nice little one-shot there. And we're going to keep on going on this train, the Merciless Massacre and the Fracture onto the Ray. But you might be wondering, why are we using Sun Fac here? Well, it's very simple, and it's kind of cool. I think a lot of people would not even have thought about this, but with Watt being here, you can actually revive the Separatist allies, and that's awesome. And guess what? This Sun Fac guy is a Separatist. I would not, however, run this team without having Gear 13 Sun Fac, but if you guys do, you got him built up Gear 13 for that whole Watt Sambor stuff and also the Accolade mission. Well, there you go. This is a great use for him, and I've been considering getting this guy at Gear 13 because of this counter. Because if you think about it this way, you can now save your BSF and your Traya and instead use a very low gear Piett and a Gear 13 Sun Fac, and you can now save those two guys, Traya and BSF, for different teams for defenses or offenses in GAC and TW. And that's pretty dang huge, I feel like. So this is a triple tank comp with L3, Malik, and JTR, and then we've got the Hero Finn there as well. And it's kind of the same things as we've always done previously with the Vader team, and the counter here is going around the table, getting a lot more of these dots and debuffs. But the nice thing about this one that we just saw right there is we didn't have that many debuffs, but with the Emperor's Trap buffs that we get from Piett on his unique, you get a lot more offense stacking, and also on that special we just used right there, you get even offense up as well. So you get so much more offense built in here, and that extra potency is super, super huge as well with landing those debuffs and making sure that you get those nice and easy one-shots before the Ray goes in ultimate, and she really kills anybody at all. But I've seen, though, that in some of these things that Blade's shown me is that you can get and lose your Sun Fac to a Whirlwind, but then boom, she can come right, or she or he, I think it's a he for Sun Fac, he can come right back up with the revive from Watt Sambor, and you're going to be just fine. So that's awesome as well. But that really never happens if you play this correctly, so don't even have to worry about that at all. So now we're going to give that, I think it's the inevitable failure over to Thrawn, which is not that bad of an idea, actually, and not that bad of a play, because you don't want to give it to your Vader because he's going to needing that big one-shot's happening, and if he dies, well, that's not going to happen. You're going to lose. So you got to make sure that you give it out to somebody else who's not Vader, and that's going to be Thrawn in this case. So yeah, it's a really fun counter. I do like this one a lot, and this one opens up a lot more doors to, like we just said and talked about with BSF and Traya, using them somewhere else. So now, you know, you got the ultimate GL Ray out of the picture. Who else we got to worry about? The 2 tanks and the Hero Finn. It's pretty much game over at this point. Gonna do some big, huge one-shotting here in a little bit, and you're good to go. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of how this one kind of works and functions as. I think this is a triple tank one. Let's go and show you some more. All right, so here's another one I want to go and show you for today, and this is not a triple tank one. This is just one tank being Malik, but we're using the same team comp, and right there we just lost our Sun Fac right off the bat to those huge AoEs. But guess what? We're gonna get all these things going for us, those tech pieces rather, and we're going to kind of just go off on and kill these guys right off the bat. And keeping in mind, we can revive that Sun Fac with our Watt Sandboard once he takes his turn. So it's not bad at all. We're fighting, I guess, yeah, this is an R2 comp. And I guess the whole premise of this team and what they're using on defense is to maybe stealth up the ultimate Ray, but it's not going to really work as well. Because with Vader, whenever he goes to the Merciless Massacre, with his unique Zeta, he gets rid of all stealth, so it doesn't even matter anyways. And you just kind of one-shot them all the time, pretty much. So we're waiting for Watt Sandboard to get the Sun Fac coming back to life. We still got this this little Piett guy going. He's I think this is a Gear 11 Piett, and he's really only here to do that huge dispel, which is very, very nice on his second special. And if you have that one on Zeta, you can inflict daze, which is definitely nice as well, to stop some of these counterattacks from the bros. But I do like the middle special, the first special rather, giving out offense up and that inevitable failure over to Thrawn in this case rather. So we're already coming back to our other Merciless Massacre. It's crazy. You got it right there. And you're going around the table yet again, guys. I mean, this is just the same things over and over again that we've seen previously. And now we're going to one-shot the Ray. She's dead. It's so quick and easy, man. In this one, I don't even know if we're going to be able to get a revive back on Sun Fac. I don't even know if it's necessary, but I think we will get it anyways because you got to get those banners, right? So I think that's right here. It's going to happen. Boom! There comes back to life Sun Fac. And yeah, that's it. That's all we got for that one. And then this next one and this last one I want to show you is I think it's pretty much the exact same one as the first one we showed, but instead of the JTR, we're gonna be having both of the bros. So we're gonna have Poe as well as Finn. So same things. This is a Gear 13 Sun Fac. He's gonna die to all those AOE's and the mass assists, but guess what? You're gonna be just fine because they waste all those turns early on like that. You're gonna be having your whole fracture getting ready to go. You're gonna have your Merciless Mask ready to go, and you're gonna be just fine. So I would not worry about really any team comps now with using Piett and that new Sun Fac. And it's just awesome to see, guys. I love seeing this. Keeping in mind that you get more offense. I'm pretty sure it's 30% more offense with the Piett leadership as well as 30% more potency as well. It's a huge, huge increase. It's so, so huge and drastic. It's very noticeable. It's just like the Vader leadership as well. So now I think we're gonna get some more dots applied to Rey, then we're gonna do a nice big cooling blow onto the Malak. And yeah, you can see here, you probably want to have a high relic Vader in these situations just to make sure that you don't die to a counterattack from one of these bros. But I mean, if you have Vader and you have those uniques, I think, built up, and the Zetas, I think it's on his unique one, you get more healing once, I think it's something with dots, I think it's whenever you apply dot or a dot expires, I think. So you're going to be getting a lot more health, so you don't even have to worry about that happening to yourself without losing a Vader. So, and I mean, looking at this already, we're going to be coming back to a revive here shortly, and it's going to be just fine, like nothing even happened at all. Unless we want to give that tech out to somebody else, which I think he might want to for this battle. And he does. Okay. Well, I mean, it makes sense anyways. You want to make sure that your Thrawn doesn't die, right? So, still got to save your specials, your big hits for once he is in the Merciless Massacre, like always. In this one, we're going to do probably an AoE or maybe a basic. Probably want to do basic right there. If you did an AoE, they're going to counterattack. You're going to lose Piett. That's not good. I guess rather Thrawn because he has the mark, right? But now we can do a nice little cleanse. I probably would have revived there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you wanted to save the revive, but I probably would have revived there to get my Sun Fac back in the playing field, right? So now she's dead. You got Merciless Massacre, and yeah, it's crazy. This is such a fun team, guys. I love this team with Sun Fac. I love using this team. Like, who would have thought that Sun Fac would be actually useful here? And it's not even that bad considering that you can now use the whole Geo team with the Droideka or whatever that I've shown previously. You don't really need Sun Fac with the Geos. It's never been something that you have had to have with the Geos to make that whole team work and be perfect. So you never have had to use Sun Fac there, and you can just instead use him here to counter that little Geo Ray team. You know, that was some pretty big boy teams, I'd say. And we're fighting ones with Malak. He stops our TM on our Vader. You have to worry about double bros, which have some big AoEs and big hits happening. And even the R2 with Astel. I mean, there's a lot of great teams that we're fighting, and we're being able to beat them pretty much flawlessly. It's going to be a little bit harder to get full banners versus these ones like always, but you're going to get everybody alive at the very end. You're going to get some easy ones, but most importantly, you're going to be saving your BSF and your Traya for other teams, you know, killing maybe some more Geos with your Traya and Scion, and maybe you want to save your BSF for the whole Darth Triumvirate, or I mean the Darth Revan and Darth Malak teams, that whole trio right there for the Sith Empire, right? So It's a great and fun counter. I want to give a big shout out to Blade Baka for letting me share those 3 battles for you guys today. It's a great fun counter. If you guys wanted to get your Sun Pack up, that's going to be a perfect counter there as well. And you don't even need a high relic, not even a high star Piett. You can run him at, gear 11, or maybe not gear 11, just really low gear. You just got to have his Emperor's Trap Zeta. I feel like you got to have that extra damage and potency for sure. So if you guys enjoy this counter for today, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys would like to sub to the channel, feel free to sub. We got a lot more videos coming along the way, and if you guys would have any other video ideas for me to do, I can't talk right now, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. And of course, join Discord, go check out channel memberships and the Patreon, everything like that, all down below in the description. Go check them out, guys. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out and have a good one, guys.